guys, welcome back to another action figure unboxing and showcase. For this video, I'm going to be taking a look at Super 7's Ultimate Baxter Stockman, and this is the San Diego Comic-Con 2020 exclusive. So this is the first release, officially the first released Ultimates figure from Super 7 in this line. It is a deluxe figure. It had a brown shipper box. It comes with a slip cover, and then there's the figure itself. The package itself is really clean with this really nice window packaging, logo up front, some brick design for the side, and then the bio for the character right here. Here it is if you guys wanted to read it. Hit that pause button if you're interested. So there you go, guys. That's the packaging for this figure. Let's get it all opened and take a look at all the cool stuff it comes with inside. Alright guys, so this is the action figure out of the box. Right off the bat, this figure looks great aesthetically. It has that nice kind of pearly paint for the jacket, so it kind of has that look like Hasbro gives to the carbonized figures on the jacket. It is glow in the dark, and it is kind of cast in this glow in the dark, kind of almost see-through plastic, so that's why some of the joints and stuff are visible. But before we get too far, too deep into the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. The accessories he comes with, the first one is this unpainted weapons rack. So this is an homage to the Playmates turtle figures, where all the accessories were cast in this weapon rack, and then you just kind of snap them off to get to them. Pretty cool. So it has a blaster, that electronic fly swatter, and some sort of sci-fi device. So all that, it's right there. But they also give you the blaster here with some paint deco, that electronic fly swatter thing, or that whatever fly swatter weapon that is, little turtle right there. The hands he comes with is two open grabby hands, two kind of accessory holding hands, two fists, and kind of just relaxed hands is the default on the figure. Before we move back to the figure, just wanted to take a look at the detail on the hands. It's really nice. It has really good sculpt work. They even have some paint on the fingernail, which is nice. And each of the left hands actually have a ring, which is pretty cool. Here's the mouser. The mouth is articulated and you can move the legs, so that's a nice accessory. Alright guys, so the first thing that I really want to talk about for this figure is the way that the feet are designed, because they do have that kind of insect bug-like, almost kind of that alien monster design where it kind of looks like a hoof. It's hard to, like, I don't really know how to describe it, but it doesn't stand well because of the lack of articulation in the lower body. The way it's designed, the way it's sculpted, and the fact that the top is very top heavy. This has fallen over on me several times. You can move it and kind of pose it, but it's not very secure, and it's either not secure or it looks very awkward. So the way I'm going to have this figure displayed in my collection is with some sort of stand, just because I just don't trust him on my in my collection, on my display, on my shelf, standing there, because I know he will absolutely 100% someday, if I'm not careful, will create a domino effect and just knock over a shit ton of figures. So one thing to consider there. So before we jump into the figure, let's take a look at the extra fly appendages. And the wings look really nice. It does have that see-through glow-in-the-dark deco, and they are articulated, so you can move them. So it can go up and fold into each other, and then they kind of rotate side to side. Insect bug does swivel or rotate in that way and there is a single bend at the elbow, and then at the wrist it rotates. So as expected, this figure doesn't have a lot of articulation. Head rotates, no up or down, just kind of does that. The arms get that high up, single elbow, and some wrist articulation, no articulation at the torso. The leg goes out that much, goes forward that much, goes back that much, and a single knee. And again, be very careful in the way you stand him and pose him because of the lack of articulation. The way this figure is designed, he will fall over if you are not careful. The head is really well done. The teeth have a nice metallic silver, and then that same silver is painted around the eyes to really punch out the detail. The hair is this nice kind of dark blue, which is almost the same color as the pants. There is some see-through and glow-in-the-dark plastic on his chest. Really nice vibrant red for the bow tie. And then the detail for the eyes is really cool looking. And even on his shirt there's like nice little detail where like he has a syringe in his pocket. The pocket is all tattered and damaged and stuff, but the syringe is still there. Then the syringe is painted in this nice metallic silver as well. He does have a little tail in the back. Also another thing, some of the detail gets a little bit washed out on this figure just because of the see-through glow-in-the-dark plastic. So there's nice detail on the face, like the chin and just like his little mouth. It's kind of get washed out because of the glow-in-the-dark plastic. So you'd have to get really close and really look at some of the sculpted detail, like there's some muscle lines or some, I don't know how to describe it, but just some, like for the bug limbs, there's some really nice sculpted detail there. So it's a little bit washed out on this release because of the design and the deco of the paint. But overall, really cool. I'm very excited to see that detail when it comes to the regular release of this figure. There's a quick look at Baxter Stockman with all of the lights off, showcasing his glow-in-the-dark features. That looks really fucking cool, actually. I was kind of iffy about the glow-in-the-dark look just because I did feel that some of the the design and the paint apps would be washed out because in favor of the glow-in-the-dark features, but damn does that look cool. And a quick size comparison. There is the NECA Shredder and then the SH Figuarts Michelangelo. Very interesting. This guy looks like he is huge compared to these other two. But again, this is the first figure from this line, so it'll be very interesting to see how the rest of the line scales with both NECA and SH Figuarts. So there you go, guys. That's my quick look and unboxing and showcase of the Ultimate Baxter Stockman from Super 7, and this is the San Diego Comic-Con 2020 edition with the glow-in-the-dark features. Some final thoughts on this figure. The paint deco and the design is really good. I'm not a big fan of the feet, but it's kind of comes with the design of the character. But overall, they did a really good job of kind of modernizing the Playmates look for this figure. Very limited articulation, which is kind of something I expected from this line. The sculpt is great, the paint is great, the accessories are very cool, the hands are easy to swap in and out, and I'm very excited for the rest of this line. None of the joints and plastic feel cheap. Everything moves very well for what it's supposed to move, so overall I'm very excited for the rest of this line. So if you guys like this look, I think most places are sold out, so you're going to have to try and track it down secondary market. But there is a standard release with the more classic looking paint deco. It just doesn't have the glow-in-the-dark look. So this figure will be in the regular release, or the non-glow-in-the-dark version will have a regular release, which is also a cool looking figure as well. There you go, guys. That's my quick look at Baxter Stockman. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
And also, I did get a comment on my last video, or on one of my last videos, about how the Super 7 reaction turtle figures look. So here's a quick look at that new display that I have up. Alright guys, take it easy.